Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. I've got a triple shadow exciting team for you today from Gary Cabbage, and he's running Shadow Giratina altered form, of course, Shadow Caesar and Shadow Empoleon. Three Pokemon that are extremely glassy. More so the Caesar and the Empoleon are extremely glassy. Giratina actually has some solid bulk to it, but because it's the shadow form, it's going to be harder hitting, of course. And I can't wait to see this team in action. A fun triple shadow team in the Open Great League. Let's see how crazy this team is. Gary sent me like over 20 battles here. I trimmed it down to 10 or so we have a shorter video. And here we go. It's going to be Giratina versus Giratina squaring off to start things off. And we are opting for Shadow Sneak on our Giratina instead of Ancient Power. I think Ancient Power personally is the way to go for a little bit extra coverage against certain things, but Shadow Sneak and Ancient Power do about the same damage. Ancient Power, of course, gives you that access to the boost potential. That's what I was looking for there. As we see Shadow Empoleon get off the Hydro Cannon here, bang, knocks out Turtonator. And here we go. In comes Giratina once again. Gets a parting Drill Peck here to knock out the Giratina, but it's going to draw that final Protect Shield. Lots of energy on this Gira. In comes Galarian Wheezing. And it is not going to appreciate these bullet punches. I think you simply shield once. It is an overheat, so a great shield. And then you come out with the Night Slash, which should indeed knock out the Giratina here. Very well done. And this looks like it's probably the Fantasy Cup, actually. I don't think Gary specified that, but yeah, here we go. We're going to be seeing Giratina versus Giratina. And yet again, so I didn't realize Giratina actually seems to be really popular in this cup, a chance for people to use it. And oh, the opponent makes a devastating catch onto their Galarian Wheezing. And we're going to counter swap the Empoleon here. And this is pretty nice. We probably respect the overheat. And it is an overheat. So we get a full Metal Sound down. We come out with two moves. A perfect 10 Metal Sound down. And still throwing on good timing here. Hydro Cannon, such an efficient charge attack. Gonna deal some devastating damage here. Throwing after two. And this Empoleon really putting on the pressure. You can't really swap out. They do have the Brutal Swing at this point, but they're not going to throw an Empoleon. Gets to another. The next Incinerate doesn't even KO, so they actually have to throw energy here if they want to avoid another. And we actually make a catch onto Gira. This is probably a Brutal Swing, right? So still going to hurt. Oh, no, it's a Dragon Claw. I guess they're probably not running Brutal Swing. Oh, Caesar takes an Incinerate. What's this move going to be? Another Dragon Claw. Oh, my God. It almost knocks out, but one Shadow Claw knocks out. I don't think this is enough, is it? Drill Peck is not enough. That was a crazy game. It looked like we were in a good spot early, but the Turtonator was actually too much. Turtonated by the Turtonator. Here we go. Dragon Claw, Dragon Knight. Not typically running Dragon Claw anymore. Thunder Punch Superpower is more common, but in this meta, maybe it will opt for Dragon Claw because of the other dragons. In comes a Dedenne, and believe it or not, this is a pretty good matchup for Shadow Empoleon because you win charge attack priority, so if you're willing to expend shields, you're going to outpace, but we're just going to let this go. We're going to take both shields, and then maybe come in with Caesar. No. Comes in Gira. Interesting. Knowing that we resist the Thunder Shocks, I guess. Oh, but they bait us. Yikes. Yeah, I don't love this. I don't love this one bit. Because I think they're at the Play Rough now, and this isn't going to knock them out. So we go for a catch attempt on Caesar. Did we catch the Play Rough here? No, we did not. We did not. Dragonite comes back, though, when we get off a Night Slash, and this is going to be enough to knock out the Dragonite. We've still got a lot of health on Giratina. Oh, but it's an Azumarill, and this is just game over. Yeah. Poor Gira. We have two good Azu answers in the back, but not in the lead. Gira against Caesar here. And remember, in these restricted formats, these limited metas like the Fantasy Cup we're looking at here, you see a lot of the same stuff usually over and over. And it's, for some people, it can be boring for like a week, but it does give you a chance to like kind of see a lot of the same matchups, really learn the ins and outs of a team. And I think that can be really helpful as well for people looking to climb. We see Shadow Dragonair. They chip with a Body Slam and then come in with a Azumarill. But Azumarill's not going to appreciate all this energy from Empoleon. Bang. Bang. Another Drill Peck coming through. Empoleon looking so menacing. Azu's going to have to fire energy here before the next Drill Peck, and they do. Play Rough should be enough to knock out from here, I would think. And it does. But now we get a head start with Caesar. Come on, Caesar. Gets the farm down. Perfect. In comes Dragonair. Wow. Dragonair is not going to have a fun time dealing with this Caesar. It does pace very fast to the Aqua Tail, which is threatening, but look at this. Already another Night Slash for the Caesar. Really putting the pressure onto Dragonair. And we'll look at this. I think they forgot how much energy was on the Giratina. We get off the Shadow Sneak. All this energy on Dragonair goes to waste, and that is a good game. I guess they needed to bank like 2 moves, right, if they were going to win, so makes sense. Another Caesar lead. The Dragon Claws chunking, keeping up pace with the Bullet Punch damage. Or sorry, the Shadow Claws, if I said Dragon Claws. Night Slash gets shielded. Gonna go for the sneak here. The Shadow Sneak. Remember when that used to be a thing, going for the sneak? Going when there was fast move denial? Wow, throwback. Throwback. Empoleon swap. Met by Altaria. Not bad at all. Metal Sound hitting for neutral. Drill Peck gonna hit for neutral. Resisting the Dragon Breath damage. So Altaria can't really farm down here. Gonna have to throw an attack. Probably just a Sky Attack from this range, since Empoleon is so glassy. And now comes in with Caesar once again. Caesar being set up very well with these farm downs. Actually opting to throw the Night Slash instead of having to commit a Protect Shield on the Sky Attack. And they're going to shield. Oh, to get off the Sky Attack. And then we get a boost. We're investing in Caesar. In comes Azumarill. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Does this just knock out? Does this just knock out? Bang. It does. Double boosted. We're now triple boosted. Come out to play, you dragons. Oh my gosh. Bullet Punch is doing so much. One Bullet Punch knocks out Altaria. GG. Ooh, tough lead. Shadow Alolan Sand Slash. Okay, we go for a catch attempt on the Ice Punch. We're unsuccessful. So now we kind of have to respect Drill Run here, right? And they are going to stay in. This is good that they're staying in because our Metal Sounds are really chunking, and we get a shield back with the Hydro. They throw one before. Makes sense. We're going to shield again. We have the move loaded. We know that they might catch this, but we throw it anyway, and they don't catch. And now our switch timer is probably up, so they just let it go. So we really were able to deal with that quite well. We lose Chart Attack priority. Interesting. I feel like Empoleon normally wins that, so it must have a higher attack Togekiss. And we go for a catch. OMG. Oh my god. Catches the overheat onto Giratina. Unbelievable scenes here, Marv. And now we have Shadow Sneak. The problem is Shadow Sneak's not going to quite knock out here. But I think we have a move loaded on Caesar, right? So it should put it within range of like a Night Slash from Caesar. Yeah, they do get the Peck down, but we have the Night Slash, and that's going to be a good game. Maybe could even live in Aura Sphere from that range as well. No, not the unnecessary boost. Not the unnecessary boost. That's all right. Giratina into Altaria. Safe swap Empoleon. They're staying in momentarily. And they're going to throw... Was this enough for flamethrower? It was. I think they just got there. I think they threw right as they got the flamethrower. Drill Peck coming through. And Empoleon going to outpace here. Going to put the pressure now on Altaria. So now the opponent has to make a decision if they want to shield to keep Alt around. They do not. They just take the shield advantage. In comes Empoleon. This is not comfortable at all for the opponent. Because I don't even know if a single Hydro Cannon knocks out. It probably does now after the Metal Sound damage. Oh, wow. Confident that they're going to win Chart Attack priority. And this is going to knock out our Empoleon. We have to come in with Gira here. Caesar does struggle in this matchup against Empoleon, especially down energy. Drill Peck connects. And I think we barely live here. Yeah. Knows that we barely live, but we don't live. We're both wrong. We're both wrong. Oh, but the opponent swaps in Gira behind energy, and all of a sudden, the turns have tabled. I think... dude, what is it with these boosts? Who is Gary Cabbage paying to get all these boosts? And we have to slightly overfarm here to outpace to the Night Slash. Oh, we just farmed down. My bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. but we did boost. And Caesar is absolutely busted in general. When it boosts, it's not fair. And here we go. Next game. Next battle. Another Gira into Caesar lead. And gonna play this one out. Because the Shadow Claw is like outpacing the bullet punches in terms of damage a little bit, this is not that bad for Gira with shields in play. Might even be favorable, you could say, for Gira. Oh, we catch a Night Slash on Emp. I don't know. This is still gonna hurt. Ow. Okay, it does like half. And they wouldn't CMP, don't they? So they could... Yeah, this is not great. I think we have to let this go. Yeah, we have to let this go. Since we threw our energy. We farmed out with Caesar, understanding that they didn't have a great answer to Emp. Oh, they come with the Dene. I guess we felt like Caesar would be valuable. Yeah, surprised they didn't just go to Dene into Emp, but I guess they knew Dene loses Chart Attack priority, so maybe that's why they didn't do that. Caesar going to shield Parabolic Charge here. We're going to get outpaced this time, so we might see a catch attempt, and we do. We should survive this Parabolic Charge as well. Make this uncomfortable for the opponent. They can't farm us down. They catch on Flygon. Oh, man. Imagine if we threw the Dragon Claw. They catch on Flygon with Sand Attack. And, oh, we just can't farm up enough. The Dene was one Thunder Shock away, right, from the next Parabolic Charge. So had to get within one of the next Night Slash, of double Night Slash. So that's why we didn't throw there. Giratina versus Giratina. Yeah, this meta does seem really condensed. I have not been playing Fantasy Cup myself, but this meta does seem quite condensed. Shadow Sneak connects. Dragon Claw, the more hard-hitting attack, but kind of going for that Shadow Sneak bait. Okay, we're able to get off another attack first, and this might barely be enough to knock them out. And it is! So them staying in is great for us. They do some chip damage, which is going to put this into play rough range for Azumarill, but we will get off both of these Drill Pecks first, doing some considerable damage to Azu. And Azu now going to be forced to throw. Maybe even we live a play rough from here, but going to let this go. Oh, it's a Hydro Pump. Wow. Setting up the Caesar. Oh, no. But is it over yet? In comes the Turtonator. They throw after 3. They do throw the Dragon Claw, so they're 2 away from the next Dragon Claw. Gonna bait the Shadow Sneak. And they should outpace us here, right? They're 1 off. I don't think they're quite in Night Slash range. We're gonna throw after 4, maximizing the bullet punch damage. But is this enough? It is. It is enough. And Caesar is going to take down the Turtonator and going to deliver the final blow here to the Azumarill. Jeez Louise, good games. Well played. And Gary Cabbage with a very entertaining, Girataining. Anyway, triple shadow team here to showcase us in the Fantasy Cup. Have the Great League image up there, but yeah, I think this definitely was the fantasy. Oh wait, do I have? Yes, man. Editor Chris could have done that mid video again, very easily. I didn't see that the Fantasy Cup image was already in place. I could have put that over the Great League badge right there, and then I could have just dragged this down below. Oh my gosh, could have been so easy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, comment down below. All your comments are appreciated. Send me your battles if you want them showcased on the channel. Link is in the description of every single video. And all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next one. Peace.